Okay, so we're recording. So I'm so excited to show y'all our amazing compensation plan and how simple it is to get your products paid for. I mean, it is so simple. Everyone, even if you don't want the business, have no desire to share, I mean, everyone needs to know the knowledge of how simple it is, because it really doesn't take much, and you can get them paid for within your first month of joining if that's one of your big goals. So the slides show I'm about to show y'all is actually pretty straightforward, really short. So I'm going to open it up at the end with questions, because in a way it's so simple and short that everyone's kind of like, okay, what just happened? Because that was so like, whoa. So if y'all have questions, please do not leave here tonight, with them in your head. I want you to ask, and we can talk about some stuff. And then if something doesn't make sense, just let me know. So anyway, I'm going to now share my screen. Okay. Right. Okay, so here we go. How to get my products for free. Here is an overview of our compensation plan summary chart. And if you're like me, you looked at this and it was very overwhelming, looked very Chinese, and you're just like, okay, whoa, this is too much. So don't get overwhelmed. We're going to break down just a few of the little boxes in here. I'm not going to go over everything about it tonight, but this is at least what it looks like, so you have a knowledge of what our whole chart looks like. So the first way that we get paid is through retail commission, and I love the person that made this slideshow. It's the bomb diggity. You can earn 15% commission on PV from 100 to 499. So PV stands for personal volume points. So if you are a wholesale ambassador, a preferred customer, a retail, or have a retail customer, depending on what they order, there's a certain amount of PV that comes with those products. On average, it's about $1 amount to 1 PV point. On average, it's a little bit different depending on which way you're ordering. So, and I'll explain more about that in a little bit. But the first 100 goes back to Plexus, and from 100 to 499, you're making 15%. But you really make a big jump when you hit 500 PV. So that's really a good first goal for people to have, because it really does make a difference in your paycheck. So you get to 25% when that happens. So your orders and customer orders combined go towards this PV. It's not just your orders. This has nothing to do with ambassadors that you've signed up. This is simply your order as an ambassador and customer orders that goes towards that PV point. So a PV, this is an example for a preferred customer on Triplex, is 115 PV. Our prices updated the end of May. I'm not sure if that's like dollar for dollar accurate, but it's very, very close. So it's 115 PV. So if you have 5 preferred customers on a Triplex combo, that's 575 PV, which is 118 in commission. So that's not including your own order. Preferred customer bonuses. This is one of my favorite things about our compensation plan, because this really, really adds up in your paycheck as well. As you can see, let's see. Down here, we have preferred customer bonuses. Depending on what they order, you get a bonus if they are a preferred customer. So, when someone's trying to decide, do I need to become a retail customer or a preferred customer? Absolutely, hands down. I think I've had 2 or 3, in the whole 2 years that I've done this, ever be a retail customer. They need to always become a preferred customer, because not only is it benefiting them because they're getting a little bit of a discount, but you're getting those bonuses. And y'all, this is not just the first order that they make. This is for every single order that they place. So for a triplex, you're getting a $20 bonus. That's not including what you're getting paid for through PV. So if you have 3 people in a triplex, I mean, that's just $60 simply from bonuses, not including the other ways we get paid. So that really, really adds up over time. So everyone should become a preferred customer if they go the customer route, for sure, hands down. So this is just exactly what I said. So you have 5 triplex customers, you get $100 in bonuses. So that's that. So I'm going to kind of read this word for word, so excuse me, but it's really detailed, so I just think that it's worth me doing. So how to get 500 PV and cover the cost of your products with the triplex and X Factor. So at the very top, your own ambassador purchase. If you're getting triplex and X Factor, that's the cost. There's the PV at the side. Your total cost is $141. And that is, like I said, it's very close to a dollar for dollar, but not quite when you're an ambassador. So that's 128 PV. So you've already hit the 100 PV mark, which makes you what I call commission qualified. So anything from 100 on, you get commission from. So you're commission qualified. Again, that first 100 goes back to Plexus. Then the preferred customer purchases a triplex and X Factor. That's how much it is. That's how much the PV is right there. And let's say you had 3 preferred customers doing that. That's 435 personal volume points. So your PV for your own order plus 3 preferred customers buying a triplex and X Factor is 563 PV. So the first 100 goes back. So you're getting paid off 463 PV at 25% commission because you had hit that 500 PV mark and above, which gives you 115 in commission. Then, because they're preferred customers, you're getting a bonus for the triplex and the X Factor. So you can see this is a $75 bonus. So 190 in total income. So that'll cover the cost of your product, and then you get around $50 cash to put in your pocket. Let's see, I'm trying to, y'all can't see this, but I can see y'all's faces at the bottom of the screen. It's kind of covering up my slideshow. One second. Okay, well, I don't know how to get rid of that. That's okay. So there you go. This is just a basic breakdown, how you get your products paid for, how you make some extra money, and what it takes to do that. And I can answer questions at the end if needed. That was a little quick. I know that when I was new, I was like, wait a minute, slow down. So if you don't get it yet, that is totally fine. All right. One second. Okay, the next way that we get paid is to promote. And the first promotion in Plexus is silver. And I know that a lot of y'all have already heard us talking about it a lot this month because it's a big month to go silver. So to rank to silver, you need to have your auto qualification on, which is, it used to be called backup order, now it's called convenience order. And you know what? They changed that rule, so just totally disregard that. You don't have to have it on, although I suggest everyone doing this needs to have it on. And it means that to promote, you need to sign up 3 ambassadors with a welcome pack, which is a one-time purchase to get your products lower than wholesale, or 100 PV if it isn't their first month and have their convenience order on. Then you get a $100 bonus. So this month, in case you haven't heard the big news, you are able to have the opportunity with Plexus. Their corporate has an incentive for the entire month of July that you can get $200 rather than $100. So not only is it covering the cost of your product that if you signed up this month or if you ordered this month, but then you're also going to make a bonus on top of that. Okay. We have something called business building bonuses, which are paid weekly if you sign up new people. So not only do we get paid on the 15th of every month, we also have the opportunity to get paid weekly. And those weekly checks really do rock because I'll just be, I don't know, not even remembering that my team has signed up people or I've personally signed up ambassadors, last week, and then I get an email saying, you have money. And it's simply from the week before some of the work that I've done. So each time you sign up an ambassador with a welcome pack, you receive a bonus. And you win at life. If they purchase a $199 welcome pack, which we only have two, we have a $199 welcome pack. There's different options for that, and we have a $99 welcome pack. So they purchase the $199, you will get $50 in bonuses. If they purchase the $99, then you get $25. So just imagine. Let's say you signed up 2 people last week that got the $199 welcome pack just in bonuses, that's $100. Or let's say they got the $99 and you signed up 2 people, that's $50. So the bottom, there's an example, and those get deposited again, like I was mentioning earlier, weekly in your account. So there's something else I was going to say about that. So this month, you have the option to go silver and get $200 in bonuses or in your promotion bonus. But not only that, most likely everyone's going to get a welcome pack because that's the cheapest way you can ever get the products, and why not? So you really can make up to $275 because if you haven't signed up anyone yet, 3 people, $25 per $99 welcome pack, that's $275. It just is crazy to me. I mean, that's not including PV. That's not including preferred customer bonuses. This is simply just from promoting to silver. So if you have any desire to promote, it is this month for sure. So this is kind of just going over everything we've already mentioned: retail customer, preferred customer bonus, silver rank bonus, business building bonuses, and those are paid on Friday. That is the total amount that you can make. That's just examples that were used. And I think, I want to mention this. The power of 3, and this seems so simple, and it seemed like when I first heard of this, I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. But y'all, it's so, so true. And I mean, I'm really just now realizing how powerful the power of 3 is. So if you sign up 3, and I always have a goal personally of going silver every month. I've gone silver before, but what I mean is that I try to always sign up 3 ambassadors every month. That's a goal of mine. So if those ambassadors sign up 3, and then they sign up 3, and then they sign up 3. I mean, down here, the points that you're getting, that's, I'm pretty sure that this is diamond points. And it just shows you that, you're like, oh, I would never be one of those people that gets to be high up in the company, or, I'm not getting anybody that wants to work. If you just keep signing up 3 people, you will find somebody that wants to do this with you, and then they'll sign up 3, and it just duplicates. It's the snowball effect. I just love it, and I'm seeing it more and more. So it's pretty incredible just to think about. And I'm somewhat visual, so I like seeing okay, well, I can totally do that. That's how it works. So I just wanted to mention that. So that's really it. Like I said, it is super short. I'm going to go back to the regular screen, and I'm going to unmute all of y'all, but if you want to be muted because there's, background noise, then I think y'all can find a little button on your screen to show mute. But I'm going to open it up for questions. If you have any, I'm going to keep recording because it might be a question that somebody else might have that watches this. Okay, y'all are unmuted. Did it make sense?
I thought everything made sense.
Okay, good. I'm glad. It's mainly just, if you're wanting to buy a triplex, then, it's really, it boils down to about three preferred customers buying what you buy to get your products paid for plus a little bit extra.
I have a question for you, Edna, because I know for me, at first I felt really bad about like telling people to turn their convenience order on. Because you get a lot of people that say, oh, I don't want to get tricked into having to like, they're going to trick me. People think that you're going to trick them into like getting this order every month. So how do you word that with people? Because I feel like that's something that I know I stumbled over, and now looking back, I think I have all of these ambassadors underneath me that are not, they don't have their convenience order on, and I kind of kick myself for not having done that from the beginning. So for people who are going to see this video and think, okay, so how do I word that? How do you put that?
Well, it all depends on which way that they sign up. That's a really good question. If they're on the phone with me, it's more than likely they are totally on board and are fine with it, because I just kind of like, because it really isn't a big deal. I mean, they can change it if they need to. I'm just like, it's good to have your convenience order on. And really, I think it all boils back to is getting a good understanding of what the person wants with this, asking a lot of questions as they are interested in Plexus, because if you can kind of feel them out to see if they're going to be interested in keeping with this. I encourage everyone that's going to go if I think they're going to go customer ambassador, either way, I always say you have to give these products time to work. I make it very clear, at least 60 days, 60 to 90 is optimal, because our products are plant-based, because they're natural. Everybody's bodies respond differently to them, and make sure they're if they're kind of iffy about that, or if it's just someone and their personality and they're just kind of whatever, they most likely need to become a customer. And then, if they want to, I just say, if you like it, then the next month we can upgrade you easily by a click of a button to ambassador. Now, if they're first time ambassadors, never been a customer, I send a text message. I have it in the notes section of my phone. I highly encourage everyone to do that, just to have it in a spot, just to easily copy paste when someone says they're ready to sign up. But in this part where they get to the convenience order, I just say, don't worry about it. We can change it next month if needed. So, but before I even have that conversation that they're ready to sign up, I let them know, like, okay, you need to give these products time to work, because it's true. I mean, if people, if they go to a doctor and say, I think I have high blood pressure or whatever, and they test them and they do, the doctor gives them a high blood pressure pill and they start taking it, they're not going to say in a month, well, it's not working because my numbers haven't changed in a month. They're going to keep taking it because they know that is going to be doing something, long term. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I like examples. So I encourage everyone to try these products a while. You can't make anybody turn it on. I've realized that too. I mean, but it gives you a more solid foundation. In the second month, let's say they only need Slim. That's when I introduce, okay, well, X Factor is awesome because of this. You work out, Boost is good. It's a good pre-workout. The P96 protein is great, to have as a snack. Did you know that it's grass-fed whey? Just it's a good chance for them to start learning about our other products too, so they can at least get to that 100 PV, so they can benefit, and then also you as well getting points from them, which I can explain that further for some of y'all about ambassador points. But there's something else I was going to mention about it. My brain is going in 1,000 different directions right now. I'm thinking of all this stuff I want to say. But does that help at all?
No, that answers my question for sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just know for me, like after a year, that is definitely a lesson that I have learned the hard way. Help somebody else not have to learn that lesson the hard way. Get your people to turn their convenience orders on. It's important.
And for all of y'all listening, I mean, Elizabeth knows this because I've told her before, but I always let someone know the second month your convenience, when their convenience order is about to go out. That's when I say something about another product or two. And it's just good customer service. But I personally feel like from month 3 on, we're all grown-ups. They need to keep up with it in a way, because I still check in on people, but they need to know, like, okay, well, but there's statistics that show, and some of y'all probably heard this from the other night on our team meeting, but there's statistics that show, like, if someone does not turn on their convenience order when they sign up, they're like, I want to say some like crazy big number, 80% more likely to never continue as an ambassador. That's crazy. So in a way, it kind of makes them be like, okay, well, I'll give it another month. I'll try it another month. And then they really start getting the results. And then they're like, okay, well, I like this. And then I'm like, well, do you know a mom or a family member that can be a accountability partner that wants to do this with you? Can you sign up a customer? Let's get your products paid for. Let me show you how simple it is. And then you just kind of go from there. So it maintains your ambassador and keeps them going. So, but yeah, and lately I've been really learning that right off the bat, asking who they know that could be their accountability partner just to try it with them. Because if they could get a customer right away or an ambassador right away, it's going to help them be more consistent, because that person, their friend or mom, is going to be checking in on them, and they're going to be, doing it together. And then it's going to encourage them too, because they're getting a little bit of a paycheck, to help them pay for the product, which keeps them going as well. So, but yeah, so I've been more right out of the gate, even people that say, I don't want to sell, just presenting it a different way, because it really is true. Who do you know? Who do you know that could benefit from this? It's not about selling. It's just about sharing and having someone do it with you. So.
One thing that I was going to add about the convenience orders.
Yeah.
There are Facebook pages out there that Tracy made today, that in order to be a part of the Facebook page, you have to have your convenience orders turned on for certain drawings and other events that are going on out there. You have to have that order turned on. And so that's also a plus to an incentive for people to want to turn that on, to find out what else is out there for them. Because with me being new, I'm trying to grasp as much information as I can at one time. And so she kind of threw out there that there was an extra Facebook page, and if I had my convenience orders on, that, I could be added to that. So yeah, there's incentives out there for it also.
That's a really good point. Yeah, I'm glad that Candace made it where her Facebook page, the MPD page, you have to have your convenience order on to be on there, because I mean that means you're serious about doing this and you want to kind of see
Right.
what's going on and learn some. So I think, yes, you're exactly right. Totally agree with that. We're so happy to have you on the
Thank you. I'm
team.
excited.
Good. I'm excited for you.
Right now, we've been digging all day about this, the vegan and vegetarian, and I have a cousin that has had a lot of stomach problems the last couple of years, and so we've been digging, and we did find out that there's only, as far as we know, there's 2 products that she cannot do because of dairy. The P96 and the Vital Biome both contain milk, but everything else she's okay with. So
good.
just kind of raking through it to find out what she's going to use.
Well, good. Yes. So my parents are vegan, and I call myself pretty plant-based. I don't want to ever say I'm not going to eat meat or dairy at all, because then, if I eat out one night, it'll be like all my friends are like, oh, wait a minute, I thought you were vegan. Now, I eat very, very plant-based, though. So I totally understand. I don't have stomach problems. It was not that. It was just a health choice for me. But
Right.
yeah, my parents are on X Factor. My mom's on ProBio too. The capsule being not vegan, actual capsule itself doesn't bother her. It's mainly just no dairy in it, that kind of.
Right. And yeah, that's how Rebecca is. She's
Good.
gluten free and then dairy are the 2 main things. So I think there were a couple of things on there that had beef or pork in the capsule, but that's not a factor for her. So
Oh, good.
it's interesting to go ahead and find out from the get-go, the ins and outs of the components and what they're made of, and there's so many allergies out there now.
There really are. It's pretty crazy.